winners of the Grand Prix, the jury's Grand Prix for Zone of Interest, director Jonathan Glazer, accompanied by his two producers, Jim Wilson and Eva Pushkinska. It's wonderful to have you back. People wanted you here and were certain that you'd come and have another press conference after your first one. Thank you. How does it feel? It's been so, you've been working on this film for so long.
Yeah, I have. We have. Well, it's amazing that it's in the world now, really. I mean, I think that's always a remarkable moment. You go from your own cave with it, and suddenly it's out there, and you can never really anticipate how it will be received. But it's been really extraordinary at Cannes that it has that it landed so quickly with people, and we were delighted by that, of course.
Eva, how did you respond to did you know deep in your heart that this is how it was going to go, that the film would be the success it's turned out to be?
I had no doubt that it will be a masterpiece. You know, this is the success. It depends on, you know, so many things and the jury and personal taste and everything. But this is, I had no doubt since the moment I was invited to join the film. What made me very, very happy, you know, I had no doubt that it will be what it is, a masterpiece.
Thank you. We have a question on the right. Yes.
Hello. Avner Shavit, Wada, Israel. First, thanks again for this masterpiece. I'm still thinking about the film. I think I will think about it forever. I wanted to ask, as far as I know, the film doesn't have a distributor in Israel. I wouldn't bother to ask. It's a small territory, but it is the country with the biggest number of Holocaust survivors. So I wonder, what are your thoughts on, you know, the fact that the film is not about to be screened in Israel? Maybe the film is just too difficult for Holocaust survivors and their families? I
mean, the film's not, I mean, obviously, the film's not going to be released for a while. So it's not really being screened anywhere other than Cannes at this point. And I'm sure the distributors of the film are talking to Israeli distributors about finding a home for it there. So I don't think it's. I don't know. Is there any?
I don't. I mean, the film was unveiled for the first time to the world last Friday. I've lost track of what day it is. On the 19th. So that would be a question for A24, who have world rights to the film and are selling it. But I certainly don't think there's any issue about the film being distributed in Israel, but I don't think any of us on this panel are aware of what is going on. But the film is being sold right now here at Cannes as of only a few days ago, so I don't think there's any issue.
I know that Israeli distributors fight for this film. You know, they fight. They want to have it in. So this is just a matter of the policy of A24, nothing else.
A bidding war.
There's one question.
A question in the back, yes.
Mr. Glazer, a question from Brazil. Rodrigo, congratulations for the amazing film. I would like to understand your process of work with the actors. Is there a limit for improvisation in a movie like this? How much rehearsal? If you could tell us something about it.
There was no rehearsal. I mean, a few days, maybe. I mean, the process is, you know, a lot of conversation over a period of months in this case. The film was delayed because of the pandemic as well, and in that period of time, obviously we kept talking and trying to kind of find a way of finding the characters through discussion, really. Not the character, but the portraits of these people. The process of shooting it was because of the formal nature of the film, which was very much a kind of, you know, the cameras. If you've seen the film, of course, it's the cameras are intentionally not trying to interfere with the actors, rather observe as forensically as possible, really. And so there was great freedom, I think, for them because of that. They weren't stopping and starting. We weren't resetting shots, you know, it was all happening at once. You'd have, you know, each take had all the angles one would need. And so there was a flow for the actors through the scenes, which I think they found very refreshing.
Thank you. Question on the right. In the front row.
Bonjour, Pascal Guémard pour le groupe Le Petit Niçois, Le Canois et la Agora FM. Je voulais poser une question.
I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you a question. Aren't you disappointed you didn't get the Palme d'Or? Because you were the favorite, according to the press. Second question, how do you work with this wonderful actress, Sandra Hüller, in 2 films that got an award, and she might also have liked to get the Best Actress award?
Thank you for your questions, Pascal. Your first one is, am I disappointed not to win the Palme d'Or? Is a very cruel question. I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very, very happy that the film is being seen and discussed. And Cannes will amplify, has amplified the film, and that's really what it's about. In terms of, sorry.
It brings to mind this joke about the Jewish mother who gives her son 2 ties, and the next time he comes to visit her, he's wearing one. She says, "What, you didn't like the other one?"
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And the second part of your question, I think, should Sandra, I think it was Pascal, should Sandra Hüller, I mean, again, I'm not on the jury, you know. If I had been on the jury, things might have gone differently.
I think they can't, you would know, Robert, and people in this room, but I think if an acting award is given to a film, then it can't win the Palme d'Or. So I suppose in some ways the jury are hamstrung by those things. But I mean, certainly we saw both films, and her body of work across the 2 films, just personally, I think is extraordinary. And yeah, they should, I think they should invent a category for Sandra Hüller for this year,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Who have you shared the news with, other than family, and perhaps the people directly involved in the production? Who is it important for you?
To share the news with...
About the prize.
I haven't shared the news with anyone.
No, I haven't either. I haven't had a chance.
It's the incoming.
Yes, people were
Social
following
media
us. People were following us, you know, online and sending text messages. So this is really like they also knew the same time we know. So that was really very, very nice. Yes.
Please pass on our congratulations in additions to those from the jury. Amazing film. We're so grateful that you came to talk with us and brought us the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.